you with oral sex? And if you do you spit or swallow? And if you don't,
hey,
why?
welcome to Pillow Talk with the Tea. This is Happy Tuesday. Happy Thursday.
Thank you. There you go. It's like you need a background check, a credit check, a mental psychological check. Hey, what's going on? It's your girl Kyia with Pillow Talk with the Tea. Welcome. Happy Thursday. As you guys, you see my amazing, beautiful sissies here for the sophisticated convo with the sisters. How you ladies doing tonight?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yeah, so introduce yourselves to, the PTWTT fam, because you guys never really been too much on the platform. Charice have, but, you, Kyia, Michelle haven't. So let the PTWTT family know who you are. Kyia, start with you first.
Well, I'm just Kyia Real Talk Daily. It's me. And I have a channel here on YouTube, and we hang out at night and have great conversation, laugh, and have a fun time. So come join if you get a chance.
Yes. And Michelle?
I'm Michelle S. from the It's Me Shell podcast on all streaming podcast platforms. Wherever you listen to your podcast, I'm probably there. So yeah, just go find me if you want to have some fun, some good Hispanic fun.
I love that. Yes. Of course, Charice, introduce yourself to the people. Let them know who you are.
Well, you guys know me. I am Charice, host of the Grown Ass Folk podcast. Clink, 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 clink. You can find me on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. Every Sunday, we will be back from hiatus this month. And I'll also be back with all of your favorite IG Live segments like Movie Mondays, Between the Sheets, and I have a new Sunday segment coming up, so look out for that as well. I'm also 1/3 of the Brown Sugar Divas Talk that will also be back with you very soon. That's made up of myself, my girl Q, and my sister Ty from the Red Lipstick Vibes. So yeah, we got some exciting things coming up for y'all this year as well. You can find me on Instagram at Grown Ass Folk Podcast or on Twitter at Grown Ass Folk Pod. Follow me and come get down with the shenanigans.
Yes, and of course, last but never motherfucking least, Ty, tell them who you are.
I forgot.
I'm done.
I am Ty, the host of Red Lipstick Vibes podcast. You can find me everywhere on Instagram, Facebook, all the streaming platforms, audio platforms, YouTube, Twitch, D Live, Bingo Live, everywhere. I get to talk to some wonderful people, have an awesome panel with some wonderful men and women, and the ladies on the panel right now always there to chop it up with me. So if you want to have some fun, some laughs, and want to throw something at the TV or computer sometimes, tune into Red Lipstick Vibes.
Okay. So tonight's show, basically is called Sophisticated Convo with my sisters. But the topic I wanted to dive in tonight was is Black in business. And I came up with, I won't say I came up, shout out to my sister Fatima. She ends up giving me this topic. We had the conversation. And also one of my soul sisters, something had happened to her in reference to a person who is Black that owned a business. So when I say Black in business, and what I want to get deep and dive more into is the fact is two things, a negative and a positive of being Black in business. So let's hit with the positive first. Being a Black entrepreneur is a great thing. I feel like, it's taking ownership of you finally working for yourself. You finally end up being your own boss, making your own hours, doing the damn thing, and running your company the way that you see fit for you. Also, but also being Black in business is, why do you guys, and I know you heard this many times, why do you feel like so many people in our community, when they go to a Black business owner, that they want a discount? They want to slash the prices. You my sister, you my cuz, all this other stuff. Why do you think that so many people in our community, when they go to a Black business, they want all this privilege of receiving our products, our merchandise, our inventory that we invest in, but when they go to Gucci, Louis Vuitton, and Chanel, you ain't walking into them with no fucking coupon code.
Exactly. Cannot. I don't know. And it's weird because you don't, in the area that I grew up, so I grew up around a lot of Caucasian people or whatever. So you never really hear them say that. Like, can I get a discount? You know what I'm saying? Like when they go into like somebody they know, their family store, whatever, anything like that. But it's like embedded in our child. I can't even give you an answer to why we do that.
It's weird.
Like entitlement. Like we think that because we're like, power to the people, we supposed to get a break every time. I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't know.
I think Charice said it. It's because it's weird. We don't have an answer to that. It's so weird. And it makes me feel awkward because, like I want to help. So I'm just like, okay, I guess, and y'all know me, I'm so nice. Sometimes I'm way too nice. So just like, I guess. And then they run over you. And by the time they're going to be running my business, the business won't even be mine anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And how do you expect somebody to make money when you don't?
Right.
And
that's right. And that's what makes me wonder. It's like, okay, I'm supposed to help you slash the prices for you, but how are you helping me and my business? How are we supposed to grow as a community, as a people? Where are we going? How does that work?
Exactly.
I feel like if you I'm sorry, she said Kyia. My bad.
That's okay. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It was just a response. I just feel like if I'm supporting you in your business, I want to pay full price for your product. I want to, if I'm a support, I don't want a discount on something that you're offering for sale. I don't know. I might be your only sale this month, and you gave me something that cost $50 for $25. I just don't like that. I wouldn't even ask for that. So that's why I can't respect people who do.
Yeah.
I'm sitting up here thinking about it as you ladies are talking. And, it's like you grow up, give me the hookup. What's the hookup? Type of thing. So just thinking about it, I think it may be like, we're in this together, okay, I know you're already marking up the price. So, hook me up, and then you hook me up. I'm gonna make sure people come to you. I'm gonna hook you up. So I think it's that type of thing, just thinking about it. But I don't do it. I feel embarrassed to do it. And then not only that, it seemed like this person, especially if they're Black owned, you want to pay them full price. You want to support that business and refer people. But I truly think it's just is that thing, you look out for me, I look out for you, and that word of mouth. And who doesn't want a discount? When I go shopping, I try to get a little with the coupons and have whatever they're offering. But I don't know, I think maybe that's part of it. And then you kind of like, when you just walking around, don't we just say it like in the hood, like, give me that hookup? Know about that.
Right.
Yes. I think it's a whole vibe. You got it, I want it, let's get it together.
Yes,
right.
Yes.
But I understand that it's basically a culture, because you hear it, around the streets, around the hood, around the way. But at the end of the day, my thing is, they expect it every single time. So it's like, I feel like a hookup or a discount or a sale is a temporary situation that is only a one thing. It's not every time you come, you gonna sit here and you gonna get it. But you know what's crazy to me? They sit here and they come to us, the Black business owners, and asking for it. But do they really will go to Ling Ling and Susan and Rebecca and ask them?
Right. Yeah.
Right. I don't think they're asking any Karens for
Exactly.
discounts.
And
Exactly.
I have good examples of that. So we have like this eatery here, and so this Black business opened up. Like they had like ribs and all, and this is like a eatery place where nothing but Black folks go. And then during the lunchtime, a lot of the people from the hospital, which are mostly vanillas, come over to doctors and nurses or whatever, and you can see like they will patronize the Asian people, the Arabian people selling the same thing now.
Mm-hmm.
And when they would go over to the Black little station to get food or whatever, they're like, oh, the price is too high. When the prices are the same, but then they want to, can we get a discount because y'all just open up? Like what? Like they was like, oh, you just opening up, you're not going to give us a discount? I was like, give me 2 racks of ribs just for that, Mr. Man, because that man right there is crazy. Just let me go ahead and bless you right real quick, because I know that they was getting that a lot. Like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It just irritates me though, because I just feel like, how do we supposed to expect to get somewhere if we keep selling ourselves short,
right,
or for half price? And I feel like also, if the product is good, the product is worth the money that you. Because I heard Kyia say, you overpricing it. At the end of the day, my price is my price. So that's like when you, so a lot of people don't understand, when you in business and you buying like the bottles and the tops and the caps and the stuff and everything that you need for your business, those companies or those distributors, when they increase their price, we have to increase our price.
Yeah.
So it's because, or when you buy up everything, I'm not going to have a restock because I'm slashing my prices and I'm giving you the hookup.
Right. And
I just feel like where do we stop selling ourselves short and end up selling ourselves short for $1? Because at the end of the day, I looked at as you're not valuing yourself as the worth as yourself or your business.
Yeah.
And other people don't value you either.
Yeah. That's
the thing that I
hard way. Oh, go Kai, go.
No, go ahead.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
The thing that I can just say from personal experience, and then when I was talking about mark the product up, meaning that they already know you bought it for this, but you're gonna charge me this, not mark it up higher than everything. They're like, well, shit, you already, this what you paid for. Right. You want a little bit more, but that aside, the thing that I have personally experienced, because I do seek out Black businesses and prefer to, but the quality is not there for the most part. Sometimes, not all the time, but more times than not, the quality is not there. The service is not like, well, what the I don't know if we can cuss on here. What the hell? I'm coming, you know. I know, but I want to make sure.
You know what? I like that. Kyia, I love that. She was very she said, I don't know if I could. Honey,
no,
she said, I don't know if I could.
But that was nice that you asked.
Thank you. Well, I didn't know what the fuck I come here for.
Exactly.
You know,
look, let me activate my buttons.
don't ask for the hookup, but you want that quality service because you're making an effort and to come here. Well, for me, I'm making an effort, and I'm not saying give me the stars, but give me a level of quality that I can expect somewhere else. And if not better, because us as Black people, we know we got to work a little bit harder. We gotta exceed and do better than the average person. But even with that to the side, I want the quality. I want the service. I'm not gonna make this effort and you treat me like shit, and then we gonna be fighting because you gonna cuss me out. I'm gonna cuss your ass out, and then and that's no good.
Right.
It happens all the time, though. It really happens. You sitting there because I remember one of my cousins had a hair store when she was selling lace wigs and weaves, and I understand women are who do wear weaves and wigs. They are very passionate about their their hair, and they do spend a lot of freaking money on it. And because
Lord.
I understand because I got 2 wigs in my closet when I was doing my little versatile that each of them cost at least $800 a pop. So my thing is they will end up literally fighting you if in your store, in front of your store, like just for this stuff. And I understand that, but it's like when you have to realize that you paying for what you paying for. And then also a lot of people sit there and they try to rip you off. Because this little bitch really sit there and try to run out with the wig.
Yeah.
Try to run out with the wig. I was like, this shit, you don't, ma'am. Like, it was crazy. And they really go crazy. And then now you got to fight. Now the cops is being called. And now you got all this commotion in front of your establishment where now that looks crazy because now people going to think that you are the dramatic drama one and they don't even want to probably come into your store. Because they think if they do, a fight may break out.
Right.
But I just feel that Black people who have business, and then Kyia, you are right. There's times that I have went to, and I love to support my own. Everything I try to do my best to support my own, but when the quality is not right, I can't support you.
Right.
Yeah, I really can't. Like, so you don't try to make no excuses for it. Don't try to sit there and give me the bubble gut shit. Don't sell me under the rainbow because I can see it. So I want to also spin this to another way. In regards to also Black in business, what I don't like is the fact is a lot of people who are Black in business, they sit there and be like, they want us to support them. And they don't want us to go to the Karens, the Ling Lings, and the Roberts, right? But at the same time, I had one of my soul sisters. She had a business. It was a young lady, and since we're talking about wigs, who was selling wigs, and she ended up purchasing a wig, and she sent the young lady her money, and 2 weeks later, she still ain't getting no product.
Oh, see. Wow.
Within the time frame, she was calling her, asking her where my tracking number. This girl was even hitting her back, saying, you need to send me some more money because I didn't know it was going to be higher than that. And she like, no. And then on top of that, so when she did text her again to see what's going on, she also she pretend like she say, who this? Now you don't know who the fuck I am after you got my money?
Right. What in the world?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So now I'm also not really wanting to support Black businesses because a lot of y'all motherfuckers are scammers.
Yeah,
that is
scammers, or they half-assing things, or that's what
right.
I
You support service,
because that's why I got into like the consulting and things like that, because there are a lot, true and granted, there are a lot of Black people who go into business, and I'm a huge fan of Do It Scared. That's how I wound up with a podcast. But there are a lot of Black business owners who just kind of jumped in the deep end, especially during quarantine and stuff like that. And and they really didn't, their product wasn't up to par, their marketing wasn't up to par, they didn't know what to expect as far as shipping and distribution, you know, sourcing goods, all this type of stuff. And that, you know, if you honestly don't know, then, you know, I'm here to help a person who wants to correct those mistakes. But then I have some clients who came to me who were just like, okay, so I did this and I half-assed it and I know I did, and I need you to help me cover it up. And it's like, no, that's not the way that the world works. You're going to fix this and I'm not going to attach my name to it. And when you fix it and get yourself right, then come back to me and I'll be willing to attach my name to it. But I don't know if anybody ever watched the show, like Bar Rescue. It comes, I forget what it comes on, but yeah. So I watch that show all the time. And the guy who comes to rescue the bars, he always goes in and does like recon. And then he'll sit down with the bar owner and he'll find out if they're BSing him or not. And if he finds out that they're BSing him, he'll be like, no, I'm not going to save this bar, you know, because you're doing ... get it right, and I'll come back and reconsider. But there are not a whole lot of business consultants, marketing consultants, even social media managers who are holding the Black-owned businesses accountable for the product that they're putting out and how they're getting to the people that they want to sell things to. And I think it's about it. You know, we have to be willing to support, but these business owners also have to be willing to have integrity in their product and their brand.
Right. Exactly.
So true.
Yeah.
I'm really like into reading, and I love to, especially when I find like an up and coming Black author, and so I'm going to support it. It's, you know, on buy the books. It wasn't that much, so I said, okay, I didn't read in, but I got all the books, you know, 3 or 4 or whatever. So I get the books. They all use the pages.
Oh no!
Got some notes.
Oh
no! So I go and take pictures with him, and then so he's kind of big here on the YouTube thing, and I said okay. So I reached out to him. He acted like he didn't know who I was,
I'm
and
sure
I got
he
pictures
did.
with his
no!
book,
Of course.
and I met him on like another show, and I was like, oh, I'm a support, you know. Then so I said, okay, whatever, it's used. I can still read the book. When I tell you, it was the most elementary writing. It was supposed to be like, one was supposed to be like gangster rapping, writing, hood type of romance, like get your panties kind of wet, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I kissed her on her left shoulder. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I was mad. Not only did I get a used book, but I had a good old note. I was typing, you know, I don't leave reviews and stuff. I was typing. I was like, this is so unacceptable and all this stuff. And he's pretty big, but I decided to delete it because I did not want to put that bad stigma on him.
Was it his first book? Was it the first time writing?
No. So what I found out, because how I found out about him through his publisher, he used to write elementary books for toddlers.
Oh.
I still got the book. I told my daughter, the one that was supposed to be like a little romance or whatever, and salacious or whatever. I said, girl, here, you can read this book. I gave it to her. Yeah, but I decided not to leave a bad comment. I still left the support up there. But yeah. I said, no one better not come ask me personally, though. I'm gonna tell you.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know. And then the thing is, when she called me and told me, because I had an experience too where I had ordered this army jacket, and I had to end up ordering another one from a good retailer that was legit. And it still ain't get my army jacket to this day. So it's like,
right. Both sides.
Oh man.
Then when I call the number, it's like, this number is disconnected or no longer in service. And then I've been emailing, and then I got an email 2 days ago. And so when I did get an email, the person was like, well, I currently can't, thank you so much for contacting us, but unfortunately we cannot find your order. Can you please send us the email where you could be able to, where you purchase your product from and the invoice. First of all, don't ask me, why you asking me for the invoice and a reference number when I sent you the email, I attached the invoice to that email. So now you're playing with me.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up basically giving them a little long, nice, nasty response and letting them know this is the email that I ordered my jacket from and that I use. And then this is also, again, the invoice that's attached that has the reference number and the invoice number. And this is the thing. This is why I'm very adamant on supporting Black people, because either the quality of the products they end up getting, they selling is not good, or they gonna scam your ass. And right. I'm just, I can't.
Yeah, I thought you were giving the example of a non-Black business, and I was about to say I'm glad that you did. I thought that's what you were saying, but I do, would like to take this opportunity to say now I've been scammed by those white folks too. So don't some less quality from white people too. We just talking about Black business,
right.
So I don't want to make it seem like y'all got 100% customer service over
right.
there.
You know what?
Right.
Yeah. You're right, Kai, because it's been many times where I see a cute dress, and when I get it, it's a stocking, and I'm just like, this is not what
eBay or something.
Right. This is not what I ordered. I would like my money back, and it's just like, oh, this email's out of service. I'm like, how is it out? It's an email. How is it out of service? Come back to service.
Right.
Please come back.
Right.
Those English be acting like they don't speak.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
English.
Yes.
Okay.
But see, the thing is, I never have a problem with them. I never have a problem with them. They be on time. They can very effective in communication. They want you to approve your shit, because the lady that do my banner, she's in Thailand. My backdrop, she's in Thailand. This is the second or third time I used her, and I refer hell a lot of people to her, and she be on it. She be on it. So I never really had problems with the lean-leans and the yin-yings.
Well, they be talking in their language. They be talking about you.
Right.
They can talk about me all they want. They can talk about me all they want, long as they give me exactly what I asked for, and it's coming and shipping and being delivered to the date that we discussed that I need it by.
Now, the one thing I don't like is, we can talk about this too, like being pressured into, you have to support a Black business. I cannot stand that. Like, oh, but you have to support the Black business. And, don't try to shame me into it. Like, especially if I had a bad experience with, with that person or that business or whatever. Don't try to make me feel bad because I'm going to, another place or whatever and not support them. And I see a lot of people do that. Like, oh, you got to stay on code and support all Black everything. You got to wear all Black. You got to buy everything from the Black man. I know. I can't stand. I don't like that. I don't like
because
that.
There's a difference between solidarity and a hotep.
Right.
Right.
And I refuse to be pressured by you, because guess what? If I find something that
Charice, I can barely hear you.
Like, I'm not about to give up my name brand to shop all Black. Guess what?
Right.
I have a Louis Vuitton and a Black-owned business shirt. Don't
right.
Don't have to be, unless I send you.
Exactly. Yes. I cannot cut that out. You're not I'm quite sure you're not wearing no Black-owned underwear.
Exactly.
And bra.
Of course not. Listen, if they make Black,
they be trying to power to the people down, baby. I'm like, oh,
but if they end up start making Black-owned, natural, plant-based, no GMO underwear, I'm buying it.
Oh yeah, I'll buy that one. Yeah.
No, there is a black owned company. There is a young lady who there's two young ladies, and I can't remember their names. I'm gonna look them up, see if I can find them. There's one young lady who makes organic period panties, and that's black owned.
I've tried those. There's
I've
tried
another
them.
young lady who has the first black owned electronic toothbrush company.
Ooh, okay.
Ooh.
You got serious with that one. Okay.
I love electronic toothbrushes.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've tried the panties things.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if they did make it, to be honest, I don't think I probably wear them anyway. I don't wear them anyway, so shit, it doesn't.
That part.
No, thank you.
No, I don't. And then even though I know about the pads thing, there's no need for me to get that either because I got the IUD and that shit stops my period.
Oh, okay. I know the men probably like, okay, it's time to leave this shit.
Right.
Probably like, let's roll out now, bro. They're like, wait a minute, what we talking about? You know, Trash Amber typing something so crazy right now. Just wait for it to pop up.
And I'm ready, so I could put it right on the screen.
Oh my goodness! Like, wait a minute, where this conversation going right now?
Yeah, Caitlin, absolutely. People be applying pressure for you to support them. And you know what's it makes me be not now, I don't give a fuck, but before I felt like if I didn't do it, I'm like, I used to feel like fucked up or shame or
yeah.
Or I felt some type of way like, damn, am I like not supporting my people? Am I like one of them? Or like, am I not doing something right? But now it's like I'm only going to support Black people with quality products. Like my skincare and my hair, Black owned.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people won't buy the shit that I buy because they look at that shit like, that's too much.
Right, it's too much money.
And I got that many times when I send people the link or tell people where I go. They be like, girl, how do you do this? The same way how I implement healthy healing and meditation in my life every day. That's how I do it.
Right. Yeah.
But you know something else, conversely, you know what I hate? Because so story time real quick. We are doing the episode on Sunday, the Sophisticated Sisters episode that we have coming up on Sunday, where we're going to be showing people our products that we use and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was just showing her, I have like 2 or 3 things from around the house that I was going to showcase. And for me, on my face, I don't use anything but Fenty, her skincare line, because that's just what's worked for me. It's not me being a Rihanna fan or anything like that. I used her makeup, so I said, let me try the skincare, and it's one of the only things that worked for me. And my friend was like, well, yeah, but that don't count as Black owned. Why not? Because they got money. Because they got money. Now all of a sudden we got to stop supporting them. Like, come on now. She's one of the only Black celebrities that are, in a meaningful way, that are here for women's empowerment, that, doing all of these things. And just because she's, just because she got some money, we are supposed to pull back our Black dollar from her. It's like, there's a lot of little inconsistencies in this buy Black argument that just don't make any damn sense.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, B9.
Hey
B9.
But my thing is, a lot of people, when it comes to celebrities and they end up extending their platform to do like products, makeup, skincare, all that other stuff. But they be like, oh, well, like Charice said, pull back $1 from her because, she's a celebrity, she have her own money. But you got to also think about Rihanna comes from Trinidadian, Jamaica,
she's Barbados or something.
Exactly.
Barbados. Yeah.
It was poor, struggling. Like, so now she's making it, and then she's supporting her family. God knows she probably is, and then giving money and sending money as donations and fundraisers and charities, organizations to her where she come from. So it's like, come on, people, like, because you now see me where I'm at. Let me tell you where the fuck I came from.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Like, then you don't understand what's going on here. And it's like we all have a story, and I don't want you, no one to never, I don't think they want no one to ever feel sorry for them, but they never always had that.
Yeah.
Because I got it before. I got it plenty of time. Oh, Q, you got bucks. You got that money.
Right. Yeah.
You got that money. But at the same time, I didn't always have this.
Right.
Right. Exactly. And then I think, yeah,
I don't
I
think
think
one
some.
has to do with the other. Like with that example, like why? Well, she got there because of hard work, or whoever it is,
Right.
got there for hard work and persistent. And then you should expect even higher quality, better service, and be let her be an example for you. So that doesn't make sense. That's just like saying, well, I'm not going to Google. He got enough money. I'm
gonna use Bing.
That's so ridiculous. You know,
I'm gonna use Bing instead.
Right. I'm gonna use Yahoo. Who cares how many times they've been hacked?
I'm gonna create my own.
Right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I just can't. But that goes back into the people with Black businesses. They just do not. It's like, damn, if you do good, they want to punish you. Damn, if you do bad, you fucked up. Like, so you need to get your shit together. So it's like, it doesn't matter what. And this is why I have the I don't give a fuck mentality. Because honestly, people they're not gonna like you, or they're gonna have something to say if you do good, and they're gonna think that you should get your shit together. What's she doing? There's something wrong with her. She too old to be doing that. She got a whole son. If you're doing bad, so it's like.
I had seen this one, I'm not sure what it was on, but a couple of Black business wasn't even promoting that they were Black owned, and they actually said that they were doing better. And they did not let it known that they are the owner, or that this is theirs. So, that's another way or side to look at it as well than just putting it out there and relying on Black people. You should be trying to sell and promote your services to all people, to everyone.
Right. Yeah.
Technically to become that Rihanna and that, whoever else, and get all this money and stuff instead of just the Black community.
Yeah. I read an article when it said that, it's better to not label your company or business as Black owned. Just push your product, because a lot of times if you label it as Black owned, then you don't get the traffic that you need towards your business when you're trying to sell things. I was like, that's interesting.
But mine, I wouldn't even have to say it, because every advertiser is gonna have an afro and a fist on it anyway. You gonna know where this came from. I would never have no other on my products.
And that's so true, because even the lady that was doing my stuff before, like who's actually doing my website, not the new chick, but the one she's still doing my website. No one don't know how she looked like. She never took a picture. She never posted stuff on social media. No one never seen her. You may heard her voice, but you never seen her. And I used to be like, what the hell is she doing? Like, I used to be like, okay, are you? She's like, girl, I'm in Atlanta. But now I understand why she doing that, because of the fact of motherfuckers put more respect on her name, not knowing her ethnicity.
Exactly. Yeah.
And they respect her craft and her prices.
Yeah, because I own 3 businesses, and nobody will ever. They will forever be separate, and they will forever be individual, because there's a stigma that goes not only with being a Black-owned business, and two of my industries, there's a stigma that comes with being a woman. So people will judge you based on that, and they don't even know the quality of your product or your customer service or what you can offer them, or the quality of your services. So yeah, it's a thin line and it's hard to tote, but you have to sometimes because people will tack those stigmas and those taboos onto you before they know anything about you.
What's the name of your business? I'm joking.
I cannot.
I'm joking.
Oh my God. Listen, Ocean, no, I would not be. No. You if you're not gonna sit here and I'm allow you to talk to my sister Ty, what makes you think that you're going to touch any of my soul sisters? It's not happening.
Ocean is a mess.
So, but thank you so much for watching the episodes. Continue to watching and share and pass it along. I appreciate it. I hope it touched you.
He just want all their autographs.
Right.
Their number underneath.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you definitely listen. I would reach out to our manager, and she'll send you. Just give me your email or your mailing address. We'll give you an autograph picture.
Oh, there you go.
See, there you go, Ocean.
We're gonna research them and find them. Once he gets the full name, it's over.
It's a wrap.
His plumbing outfit. You got a drain clogged up.
Right. Oh my God.
I can't.
You need a plumber.
Right.
So who got the next topic? Who got the next topic?
Ooh, child.
Oh.
Come on, Ty. We know you saw something.
Exactly. We know you always seeing something.
Oh, wait.
Oh, she feels she's on the spot.
It's like those black-owned businesses always putting you on the spot. Pressure, and here we go, feeling the pressure.
Ty, you have to come up with quality.
Yes. Make sure it's interesting, and it's black folks now. We don't want to see nothing now.
Yo, I'm done with y'all.
It needs to be uplifting, feed my spirit, and I need to be able to cuss somebody out at the same time.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Just wait a minute.
Did y'all not get the memo? Y'all didn't get the memo?
I got it. You said if you wanted to talk about something, I did get that, but
Yeah.
Michelle, I'm at work.
See, I'm gonna cop out and say I was at work, and but
I got something, but you gotta give me a minute to get it.
Okay. So that's just the main whole gist of.
Okay, I do have something that I was watching. Ocean knows. I think it's called The Management Marriage. Ocean, you told me about that channel. I went over there, but they were talking about sex and men and enduring and all this stuff. So I was wondering, do you guys think if we have a topic or have a show, or do you think that men are strong enough and secure enough to be able to have a conversation if they were having issues with the salon staying strong, and maybe go into different things? Because I have to assume that, there are men out here that struggle with that. You never hear about it. All you hear is about, I didn't beat that box down. I didn't bust that down. But I wonder, would that conversation or would that be appreciated? And I would think it would have to be in the woman's perspective, because I don't know. But do you think that men would be open enough to share if they have had or if they are having erectile dysfunction issues?
No, they not sharing that.
Not
Sharing
that might.
I think that would be a great conversation.
Majority, hell no.
Because it could be as little as like stress. Sorry, Michelle. It could be little as stress. If some people would talk and maybe it's a diet or a food, it's so many things that you seem that could be talked about, because also males don't even for the most part, go get checkups. And I'm predominantly talking about Black males. So do they just live in the denial, or, I wonder would that, promote conversation with men?
I guess if they open up to talking about it, but I know a lot of men probably be too, ashamed to talk about it. Like
Ocean said he think they would if we're not judgmental, which of course we wouldn't want to come. I think that's a very sensitive topic.
It is.
Yeah.
That almost like even like how sensitive people could be with mental health and things like that. I just think because even like I would even want to lead into like the number one cancer for Black men is prostate cancer, and that goes in the same area of things.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. I just thought that I've never heard it here. Not that I've been everywhere in the YouTube street, but I just thought that if it would be some men that would have that conversation, I think that would be very powerful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would. But the thing is, someone starts when they start having it. And I guess when people, because a lot of people that look at you having a conversation, they want to enter the conversation, but they trying to feel the energy of the room first and see, okay, is anybody going to be judgmental to the people who are, bold enough to end up coming out saying this? Because you get one attack of anything, you lost them. It's not happening. It's not happening. So it's like, and even though, thank God that at this point, mental health is now an open discussion that we are having. Many people had it on their platforms. Many people starting to have conversations in their homes, even just willing to now seek and get help. But it took a long time before we start having this conversation about this. And being very open about it.
They can come up anonymous. They can put a whole different name, technically, just if they would want, maybe if some men have been through this and want to share and don't want his identity disclosed, you can look, there's many people that's running around here with a fucking, and they change their name and
indeed,
good.
A whole different person,
right? They can always just change it up and don't even have to cam up, just come up and share and talk about it. And I think that could be a way.
So now then the problem is finding those men that are willing to even talk about it.
Right. To facilitate the conversation, to open up their platform and do it.
Right. Yeah. I think there's a way to do it now. I might dig into that.
Yeah. But Mills say no man will admit to ED. Remember, the men on YouTube are talking about older men marrying much younger women.
That's very true.
That is very true. They use that little blue pill. It ain't all working out.
They get at the gas station. I forgot what they called it. They get it at the gas station.
Ginseng or something like that.
They better go get the real stuff, especially if they old.
Yes, indeed.
See, and then this person said, even if that probably be a good idea. That'd be a good. That's your nephew, your cousin.
No, isn't that Pop's Kyia?
No, cars.
Oh, I thought that was Pop.
Cars. He be over on my channel. For hell. Yeah.
Okay.
He be around. He around.
They look alike. That's why I said it's like
Pop is bald headed.
Change it in definitely conceal their identity, but then they also probably want to do like the little voice
box. Yeah,
that's definitely possible. I would hope that it's not that serious, because it's like if all these. Well, I don't want to say it that way, because then I'm coming across judgmental and they be like, see, that's why I'm coming. But I would think, us as grown people, us, do your Peter mean that much to you to where you can't acknowledge things to help someone else or even to help yourself, or it's not, it don't necessarily that should
I
be
think
real
with men is it's an ego thing.
you. That's the
It
problem.
is. And that is the problem, because even with their own doctors where everything is confidential, they have issues
hide things.
disclosing and expressing,
Mhm.
which is why, prostate cancer is so big, because they're like, well, we're men, we're not going to get checked. It is an ego thing. And it's sad for me to hear, because there's so many men in my life that I've known, whether older or younger, who do think like that's just the stigma. Like, well, no doctor's going to stick their finger up there and check me out. I'm going to fix it myself. I'm good. And it's just like they end up not being good. And it's very sad, but that's just how they think.
Yeah.
And it's so crazy because it's so treatable when it's caught. Like two of my uncles, because they got checked up at 50 and routinely, they caught it early, went through the treatment, and went on. But if you just let it go, it sometimes it's not going to be such a great outcome.
Yeah.
But I think it's something, because and then I don't think the men are going to have the conversation. So I think it would kind of be up to women, very I don't know what, gentle, or whatever that looks like, to have that conversation, or even to facilitate it, maybe just get it rolling or something. But ultimately, of course, it would be their conversation. Then I could just come from, you could bring like the medical aspect of things, and then just troubleshooting. But it's nothing like actual life experience of going through it and discovering and ruling out things to figure out what is or was the problem, because it could just help so many people. Well, Black men especially, it could just help them. Yeah.
And just like even Mills say, she said prostate cancer is what her biological father passed away from, because he wasn't getting checked out. And you know what? And it's so crazy because my grandfather, I believe this, and I know this. And Papa, if you hear me, you know this true. I know he went to the doctor, because my grandmother used to make sure he go to the doctor, but then she ended up stopped going with him, for her own reasons or whatever. But my thing is, I felt like he got bad news, and he used to tell us he was continue to go, but he wasn't going. He was going somewhere else. And because out of nowhere, to us out of nowhere, but to him it probably was. He knew already that he had colon cancer. And I'm like, because it's like he went into the hospital for a hip transplant, and all of a sudden he got colon cancer.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, then he went in, didn't come back out. And when he did come back out, it was to the damn funeral home.
Yep.
And it was just so crazy, because then I'm seeing him deteriorate, and I'm like, okay, where did we miss this? And so my grandmother was like, your grandfather knew what it is. He didn't share with us, because because a lot of people don't want to get those radiation treatment and chemo. People don't want to go through it. And then so I think that's what my grandfather is one of them old, he's from Alabama. Old country Alabama, back in the woods, old fashioned man, like, shit, it is what it is. And he used to say that. So I think he just never wanted to spare that moment on us. And I just got so mad. But then I had to realize that I had to be understanding and how he felt.
Yeah.
But I just need men to freaking go to the goddamn doctor and don't lie, say you going and you not going, and you need to get checked.
And go ahead, Michelle.
No, it's okay. Go ahead, Kyia.
Well, what I was going to say real quick is that the crazy thing is, I told the story about my daughter and what she battled, and so I went on this whole quest. And they have these studies who responds and do best when adversity comes as far as diseases and stuff. And Black men is number 2 in responding and getting better when getting proper treatment and intervention and testing, that they respond like number 2, the Black women, of course, being number 1, but and then just a matter of just getting tested and just being on top of it. And I know they say, well, I don't want to know the bad news, but that bad news is going to what save your life. So
Exactly.
That is so true. So freaking true. Lord, because I know my son at 21, I have to be like, okay, you gotta, it's time for your time. and I know, but I know men don't keep up with organized stuff like that as we do. And that's why, as women, that's why we're a part of their life. That's why they have men and women and, women to do it. Because again, like they said, when the man leaves his mama, he goes to his wife's house. He's with his wife. So it's like, I understand they don't really keep up with stuff like that. They'll forget dates, forget time. Oh, I forgot I even had that appointment. Oh, let me reschedule. Like, how many times you gonna reschedule? Like,
it's selective memory.
Or never call to schedule. You gotta keep in mind.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, so Black men definitely need to definitely keep up with that and stop being scared and tell your doctor the truth, because they know when you're lying, because they're a man themselves. They know when you lie, especially if you have a man doctor. They know that you're basically, but if you're uncomfortable with a female doctor, get a man then. Shit, you shouldn't be mad about having a man doctor and just tell the truth. But child,
I'm like, Dad, did you call the VA daddy? Did you call the VA? I'm gonna call him when I get off. I'm like, did you call the VA daddy? No.
Like, but another thing with too, just to stay on this topic a little bit longer, if you guys don't mind, just because a doctor or medical profession tell you something, look and research some things on your own. Exactly. And the reason why I say that is, especially if it's a Black male, if we're going to stay there, and he finds himself going to the doctor and they'd be like, oh, it's nothing, oh, whatever, I will implore the Black man or any man or anybody really, if you know yourself. You went there for a reason. So don't because it's sad to say, if you don't seem really interested, and even if you do sometimes, they will just brush you off and run bullshit tests just to get the money and be like, bye-bye. Right. Because the stigma is you're not going to follow up with it anyway. So why am I going to waste my time? Because once you document this, technically that professional is supposed to follow through and do all these things. But if they already have this thought, well, they're not going to come back and throw them some pills and they'll be happy. But yeah, you must follow through. It's too much information free out here on these on the internet. And I know people say like, oh, you can't trust it. You can, because you can go to another site. If they all saying the same thing.
There's right. Yeah. And no, I definitely agree with that. Second opinions, they're valid. Yes. You go to one person, you go to one doctor, one office, whatever it is, you don't like that answer, you can definitely go for a second opinion, because a lot of times that'll save your life. And that's what I hear, only because so for all humans, we have like these milestones we have to meet. So if you're like 30 years old, if you're 35, if you're 40, this is when you start getting these tests. But what happens to the people who feel there's something wrong at 30? Oh, that's not the milestone, so you don't get that lab work done. Well, no, I feel there's something wrong with me, and that's how a lot of things are missed.
Right.
That's a good example.
Because they want to set this standard out of a fucking book. Exactly. And they're not listening to the person who's complaining, who's there seeking the service. So yes, second opinions are real. And if you have to get loud and write letters or whatever, so people say, because these insurance companies are also a hot mess, but we're not going to get into that.
Right.
Okay. But you need to make enough noise so people understand that there's something wrong with you or something wrong with me, and I need to get it checked out. I don't care what y'all tell me. I know myself more than anybody.
Right. So true. So
Agree
true.
with that.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. But, oh Lord Jesus Christ, how we went from black business scamming to prostate cancer.
Cars have a
I think he has a
question.
question. Yeah.
You say what?
Cars have a question, I think. I need glasses to see. Oh, there you go.
Let's see. Question: is there are huge charges for checkup and med treatment in the U.S.? I'm Canadian. We don't have charges here.
Yeah.
Oh, they have universal health care.
Yeah, they have
do.
universal health care.
You
I
can
need to go to Canada in it.
Okay, let's move, girls.
it depends on your insurance.
Yeah, it does.
But you could have an office visit charge, but for the most part, almost I want to say 100% of insurance company, if it's preventative, like you're going for an annual checkup or annual something, they won't charge you because they want you to prevent something, because that won't cost them as much money as letting something come up and they have to pay to cure you. So for checkups, it is for the most part no charge.
Yeah.
But they can. You watch those doctor's office.
They can get you, yeah.
$40 office charge. No, I'm here for a checkup, honey. No.
Right. They'll hit you with like co-payments and co-insurances and
Yes.
here's your deductible. And it's like, what? I'm coming here from my aunt. It's the first time out of the year I'm seeing a doctor. Where did these numbers come from? I told y'all that's talk for another podcast, because these insurance
Yes.
we're talking about
black.
we're talking about black business owned scamming. No. The biggest scammers are insurance companies, and that's
Oh,
I'm gonna leave it right there. That's all I'm
Woo!
gonna say.
Jesus, and pharmaceuticals.
Thank you.
period.
That's all I'm gonna say. But
Don't let me talk about that, Lord.
Yeah, let me shut up, because I want my company on here be like, what are you talking about? But yeah, disclaimer.
How about the whole freaking government? But that's a whole nother podcast. Where trash can at? That's on Trash Can Waves on channel. That's on his channel.
Oh my God, I cannot. But yeah, so I don't know. Just basically, I definitely agree with Kyia. I always tell people just the number one biggest thing is to be an advocate for yourself when you go to the doctor. Period. Because they went to school, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure, ask as many questions, be able to have them inform you what's going on, because they use these big medical terminology words that you don't even fucking know. You try, your tongue gonna be twisted and tied all in the fucking merry-go-round. And it's like, just tell them, hey, I need you to dumb it down for me. Like, I need to understand. And just, and ask questions, and don't be scared to ask questions. It's your body. It's your copay. It's your insurance you're working for. You paying, taking money out your check, or either paying a monthly charge to receive it. Like, so, and that's that. I'm a big believer in that. So I asked my doctor 150 million questions. She be like, Q. I'm like, James, what's up? Like, we listen. I know we haven't even been here yet. Like, so we still this is my time. So let's go.
Right.
Like, you're not about to rush me out of here. I don't give a fuck how many patients you have. You're not rushing me out of here. I need my time. And I don't want to talk to your nurse.
Right, I hate that.
Right, I want to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to you.
You're better off talking to the nurse.
Kyia, I was just gonna say, sometimes
you're better off talking to the nurse.
Listen,
totally.
That's one thing.
That's
I understand where you're coming from, Q, but sometimes the nurse will be a lot more knowledgeable,
and
than
even
the
the
doctor.
nurse practitioner would spend more time with you as well.
And they would also make sure that they prescribe things that you need. Sometimes doctors are so quick to brush you off, and it is very unfortunate. And listen, I've known nurses who have fought with their doctors, like, no, you're not going to do that to them. You're not going to see them. I'm going to see them. Like, they've gone full on battles just because they feel like the doctor isn't treating the patient the right way. And one thing I know for a fact nurses are are the biggest advocates for patients.
That's what we're
They
trying
really
to
are.
That's what we are. You know,
Yes.
you're an advocate. They
Yes,
still
yes.
that into you from day one to the very
Mhm.
last day. You are that patient's
You are,
advocate.
yep. Whatever they want, you make sure that you try to get it to them the best way you can, as long as it is to their benefit. And
Even if they
sometimes not
don't
all
know.
doctors, right? And sometimes not all doctors have that etiquette. That's why their bedside manner is
Oh,
trash.
it's horrible.
It's trash.
Yeah, it
But then
is.
you get the nurse and you're just like, okay, you know what? I don't even want to see the doctor no more. You just come in here and treat me because he's a whole asshole or she's a whole, I don't want her. I don't want him in here. I just want to deal with you. And it's just because they build this relationship with you and this rapport, you guys really become a family. So you're whether you're seeing them annually, whether you're there for a quick visit, whether you're an inpatient in the hospital, they really become part of your family. So, I get where you're coming from, Q, but sometimes these doctors out here, man.
Yeah, I understand that, because even though my doctor, my dentist and my doctor, they are both Black.
Okay.
And on top of that, I have no problem talking to their nurse and a nurse assistant, but it's like, I want to talk to you. Like I want to talk to you. And the thing is, if I call on the phone, I have no problems. If I'm in the building, I want to talk to the doctor. But and sometimes it's not always able to do it. But my thing, especially if I'm on the phone, I have no problem talking to Charlene. Charlene, how you doing, Charlene? I have no problem talking to her, because she be like, let me send you these goddamn painkillers for your teeth, because Miss Burgess, I'm just tired of you sitting there calling me. Yeah, I'm going to call you, ma'am, Charlene. Because my teeth hurting and y'all don't understand. And then it's like, how many times I got to tell you what he asked me with my pharmacy? You know my pharmacy. Like, and then the thing is, there's no way. My family been coming to this doctor generations. Are you kidding me? And it's great now to the fact that the great-great-grands are coming here. Are you serious? Y'all better stop acting like we haven't applied y'all mortgage.
What? You have to ask the pharmacy, though, because at any time you could change it. At any time the pharmacy can close. Technically, because then if they send it out, and it's out there floating, it could be something on their license and someone else pick it up, so I get that, but I get what you're saying. If y'all have that long of a history,
that's
right.
Like the person who delivered my son delivered me and my sister and my brother.
Oh wow!
Ooh, okay, amen.
They better have your pharmacy. Wait,
I know, right? They like a part of the family, really.
Certified.
Exactly.
I hope he continue to get educated. It's some new things out
here. But he's now retired. He's now retired. But the person that he now has, he was close to him to know the history of the Burgesses, so he not into it. But ladies, this has been an amazing time. I appreciate you coming through. Listen, I'm not like Ty and I'm not like Kyia. We're not going to be breaking day. We're not going to be staying on here for hours.
Oh, we're done?
Kaia's like, wait, Kyia, she goes strong, okay? Ty, she does her 4 or 5 hours, but Kyia, she will break night.
Yes, I'm not breaking day and night and afternoon.
I can't sit there till that long, babe. My booty be hurting. I can't.
What?
I gotta go lay down, man. I gotta lay down.
Listen, there been times I've been on with Kyia and I clean my bathrooms.
You gotta give it to her though. Them be 11 solid.
Yes.
She the MVP. I'm trying to tell you.
Wait. I fell asleep. Let me get back up and see what kind.
Yes. Right. Exactly. She put in on watch hours.
OG David, like, she's still talking.
I tell you.
Listen, this season I sat there and said that I'm doing either hour or hour 30 minutes. And then so many people been reaching out to me too, and they've been like, "Oh, you coming on tonight?" I'm like, "I don't come on Fridays." And and then it's like, "Oh, you coming on Monday?" I said, "Yeah, I'm on Monday, but go to Ray Lipstick Vibes podcast."
Right.
That's where you'll see me at. If you see me, that's not my show. That's my sissy show. But you want to see, you go over there.
Right. Go over
But
there.
I don't know. I think what it is, I spoiled the people.
Mhm.
From
Yeah, 'cause you were rolling last season. Last year.
Yeah.
Oh, have mercy. Yeah, you did a lot.
and that they want that again. Nope. I'm burning. I was burning myself out. I was killing
Yeah.
it. I couldn't.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
Look, she said, I go to sleep and wake up and Kyia still.
There we go.
Exactly.
Kai, you going on tonight?
Yeah, I've already set it up. I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
Okay, see, look, you have to Talk with the tea, and you go.
I'm gonna change the time. I made it extra late because I didn't know how long we was gonna be here.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm gonna go over and change the time. I'll probably do a couple of things around the house, and then I'm gonna go live.
Yeah, and I come over there with you.
Yeah, I'll be there tonight, Kyia.
Exactly.
Yeah,
but I appreciate you ladies for definitely, when I call, you guys answer. I appreciate that. All I'm gonna say is people do not burn your bridges before you build them. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But I heard he was like that anyway, but it's all good. But so for that being said, you guys make sure you like.
Wait, who is he? I'm what?
We're talking about
Did I miss
that in the back?
Oh, damn. I cannot.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming through. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And of course you are definitely commenting, and I love people engaging.
Yeah.
She always engaged. Yes. I love cars.
Yeah, because I always tell people, even on Instagram, my platform is just as much as theirs as it is mine. Because we are telling our truth. No one else's truth, our truth.
Right.
So, but absolutely. So you guys definitely check me out next week. Next week, I have Miss Molly Thompson from 90 Day Fiance coming in the building to show TLC.
Oh boy, that should be a good one. Let us spill all the tea, baby. Yes.
Yes, so that will be live on Instagram next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check your local time zone to make sure you tune in. Make sure you come through to comment, to like, to share, and do all that good. Ask us some questions, but be respectful, because I'm going to tell you, this season, my block game is strong when it comes to Instagram, because I'm not playing. And one thing about me, I protect my guest for sure. But definitely come through. That's going to be an amazing episode. I mean, your episode and show that we will have. And basically we talking some diva talk with Molly, and just seeing what's going on. Everybody knows she got this new show that she about to have season 2 coming up of Double Divas, because everybody don't know who Molly is. She is her partner. They have like a bra company in Atlanta, where finally teaching women how to wear appropriate size bras and how to measure themselves.
That is very important.
Absolutely. So she have another season coming on that's on TLC, but she also was a cast member of 90 Day Fiance, which she have a beautiful man now.
Okay.
New York.
Oh Lord. Oh God.
But yeah, so definitely check that out. So, and you guys can always know you can find me on all major platforms on social media: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Snapchat, and LinkedIn. And then also you can definitely make sure you continue to subscribe and support and watch the channel. But yes, tell the people where they can find you ladies at, what you have coming up, and where they could continue to support.
Well, for me, it's me, Just Kyia. Head on over, Just Kyia, Real Talk Daily. I pop up. I'm gonna come up with more of a consistent schedule, so it's more, you'll know when I'm going up live, and come out and hang out and just like have fun. It's like hanging out in the hood. It's a lot of hood talk.
Yes. And Michelle.
Well, like I said before, all podcast platforms, you can find little old me, Michelle S. It's me, Shell Podcast, every Monday, typically midnight. I'm not like these lovely ladies. I'm not in the YouTube streets. So, you can hear my lovely voice wherever you stream your podcasts.
Yes, and Sissy Charice.
Once again, it's your girl Charice, host of a Grown Ass Folk podcast. Clink, 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 clink. I'm sorry I don't have no glasses for y'all to hear this evening. But you can catch me on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. I do have an audio podcast, and then also on Instagram at Grown Ass Folk Podcast, and on Twitter at Grown Ass Folk Pod. You can catch new episodes of the Grown Ass Folk Podcast every Sunday. We'll be back from hiatus this month, so check out my Instagram for updates on that, as well as bringing back the IG Live segments like Movie Mondays, Between the Sheets, and Suck a Dick and Die Sundays will be premiering this season. So, yeah, you can catch me. I will be in those IG streets and those podcast streets very, very soon.
Yes.
I can't with the sucker dick and die Sunday.
Like, I love when she fucking, I be waiting for it. Because and then the way she put the emphasis is like
right.
The gun and shooting the motherfucker or stabbing the like suck a dick and die motherfucker.
Like, okay, what we talking about? Oh my goodness. Red Lipstick Vibes on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram, Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Red Lipstick Vibes with Miss Ty. So join the Facebook group. We have all kinds of goodies going on over there. What's my schedule? Okay. On Monday nights, at 8:30, we have our ladies' night. Well, these lovely ladies are on the panel, and we talk about, things that, that the ladies want to talk about, whatever. And then
we talk about things you seen and saw.
Because she always saw something.
And make us.
I mean, then on Fridays at noon, myself and Kyia, we have a TGIF brunch talk with Ty and Kai. At 11:30 is a live talk show. We're gonna talk about news, reviews, and we have no clue what the devil.
Right.
That part. Then Friday night at 8:30 is our regular show. Sometimes we have an all men's panel, then sometimes we mix it up. So at 8:30 on Red Lipstick Vibes on YouTube and Twitch. And then on Sundays, we have Sophisticated Sundays with my sisters, where we talk about all things fashion, health, etiquette, cooking, and all that wonderful stuff, and makeup. So it's a little girly, talk. So ladies, chime in, because we talk about, how to do our hair, how to take care of our skin. We rate outfits and change outfits and all kinds of things. So yeah, just tune in.
Yes. Make sure y'all do
that. A whole lot. I need a drink.
You just heard yourself?
Yeah.
I can't.
I'm tired now.
Oh my God. But make sure you guys definitely go follow and subscribe to all the ladies on the panel. And as you know, if you don't want to see my lovely face on the screen, you know that you can go and listen to Pillow Talk with the Tea on all platforms that we're all podcast hosts. And and I see you guys next Thursday. Make sure end up, as I always close out, as I always say, be you, be unapologetically you. Do not apologize for being you, and don't give a fuck about what anybody say. Live your best life, but also live it doing good, and health is wealth and healing is amazing. So if no one told you that they love you, know that I love you. Have a great night, and you'll see my beautiful face over there at Just Kyia. What time we coming on, Kyia?
Yeah, what's popping?
I don't even know what time it is now. You done got me all discombobulated.
Oh my God. Kyia, the longest we will ever do at Pillow Talk, so you'll know for now, is 90 minutes.
Right.
Oh, okay. All right. How
Girl.
about 8 o'clock?
Right.
Or 8:30, an hour and a half.
Okay, so that's what our time?
11:30.
11:30 our time?
Because it's 10 o'clock now.
Yeah. So see you guys over at Just Kyia at 11:30.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Bye.